Born and raised Southern California. I grew up on the north side of Long Beach. Grew up with the, kind of like the skater, street brand mentality of, just, hey, getting out there, skating, BMXing, being troublesome, running from security guards, doing dumb stuff, sneaking into places. I just grew up as a street kid here in Long Beach. There's no particular reason of why I would say, oh, I started this. I would say that it was something that it just evolved. It was something that evolved naturally. Growing up on the north side of Long Beach, it wasn't cool to like country music. It wasn't cool to like want to have horses and stuff like that. That wasn't cool. That wasn't in the cards for me growing up as a kid. So I kind of had to bottle that up and not ever express that. And I remember as I got older, I moved to the Bay Area, and I was seeing somebody, and she invited me to go to a rodeo. And it's my first time I've ever been to a rodeo. So I went, and I remember we were watching it. People were getting bucked off and taking some pretty mean falls. And I remember I looked at her and I was like, oh, I bet you I could do that. And she looked at me and she was like, don't be stupid. And I grew up playing sports, figured myself pretty athletic. I was like, nah. And I'm the kind of guy, if you tell me I can't do something, chances are I'm gonna probably try and do it sooner or later. So I went ahead and I contacted probably about 10 different people off that circuit that night. One person wrote back to me, went down there, and these were real men. These were not play cowboys. These were real dudes, swinging bales of hay and feeding cattle and shit. And they told me, hey, it's your time to ride. And I kind of wanted to back out for a second, but I knew at that point in time, I didn't want to be that, city slicker that wanted to try something. So I went ahead and I, put my boots on and borrowed some gear, and I rode. I rode for 3.5 seconds, but I got a ride in there, and that really kind of evolved who I was, because I knew at that particular time that anything that I wanted to do, I could do in life. It was just getting out of the mindset of I shouldn't be doing this, or I can get hurt, or it may not work out, or this is dumb, or the trivial stuff that causes us to be fearful. Just knowing, hey, you're just gonna live in the moment, and you're gonna do what you want to do, and you're gonna do how you want to do it. Just be in the moment, and you'll be fine. Me and a few of the guys that rode with, went to a few rodeos, and I made these shirts that said CA Cowboy. And there's black, just regular plastisol prints on the back, shirts that CA Cowboy. And made some slogans and stuff like that, like City Boy, Country Strong, and all that cool stuff. And people started buying the shirts, and I had a little sign on TC and sold some shirts out that thing. And it's the rest is pretty much history. And a lot of people since then have asked me, what's CA Cowboy mean? CA Cowboy means to me is just, you're that rebellious spirit. You're that person that just chooses to do your own thing, to be that individual that doesn't want to conform. You want to be your own individual. So that's how it came about. Well, Desi was a kind of a collaboration. Desi was definitely a collaboration. I wanted a character. I wanted a character that was, something that would embody your mind, but also would be like quirky and fun all at the same time. And at first we looked at like rockets and looked at that type of design and the atmosphere and all that cool stuff, and and then when it came, I was like, well, what if it was a brain? And it was just kind of like a crude sketch of a brain, and I didn't want like these big eyes. I thought it was kind of weird, and I was like, man. And finally we put some legs on him, some arms, and at first, he didn't have glasses, and he put glasses on him, and he wasn't finished. And then put a crown and tilted the crown just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of style. And we made Desi, and Desi's your brain. Desi is He's that dream that you had when you were a kid. He's your desires. He's your ambition. He is everything that you want to be before those bad relationships, before those stupid jobs, before the life got sucked out of you. So Desi is everything good about humanity. He's the innovator in you. That's Desi. People always talk about, oh, the new generation. The new generation of hustlers. The new generation are no different from my generation or a generation before me. They just will find their way, and I want to help them do that.